Good morning, student. Welcome to social science class. Okay, student, in the previous class, we have already started a new chapter of geography, that is chapter number 8, Human Environment Interaction, the tropical and subtropical region. So today we will continue with the same topic. Okay, student, in the previous class, we will talk about the tropical region, and the example was the Amazon basin. So today we will start with the subtropical region, and the example is Ganga Brahmaputra basin. So the first topic is the life in Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The basically how the Ganga Brahmaputra basin is developed, that is because of the tributaries of the rivers Ganga and Brahmaputra. Together they form the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, and where it is in the Indian subcontinent. The basin basically lies in the subtropical region that is situated between 10° north to 30° north latitude. That is the position, or you can say that is the location of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Now we will talk about the tributaries of Ganga. The tributaries of the river Ganga are Ghaggar, Son, Chambal, Kosi, and the tributaries of Brahmaputra are Dibang River, Lohit River, Tista River, and Manas. They all drain it. What are the main features? If we will talk about the main feature of this basin are, you can say the first feature is the plain of Ganga and Brahmaputra. Second, the mountains and foothills of the Himalayas and the Sundarban Delta. Okay, now we will talk about the climate of this basin. First, we will have to understand that this basin is the example of subtropical region. It means that the climate will be the mixture. It will be a moderate monsoon. Okay. The area is dominated by monsoon climate. Means it will be over there. You will find a winter also. You will find summer also. Okay. The monsoon bring rains from mid-June to mid-September. Over here, over this basin, the summers are hot and winters are cold. So these are the main points regarding the climate of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Now we will talk about the topography. The basin area has varied topography. The mountains, basically, the mountain area has a steep slope which have inhospitality terrain, means it is very difficult to live over there. Therefore, less number of people lives in the mountain area. Okay, now we will talk about the agriculture in this basin. So what is the situation of the agriculture in this basin? For the first important thing, that agriculture is the main occupation of the people who are living in this basin. Basically the plain area. Because why it is so? Because the soil is fertile. The density, if I talk about the density of the population of the plain is very high, and the density of the population of the mountain, if I talk about, is very low. Paddy is the main crop that is cultivated over here. Other crops is also grown over there, that like the other crops, you can say wheat, maize, gram, milks, jute and sugarcane also grown over here. Second thing, the cash crops. You already know what do you mean by cash crops. Cash crops like sugarcane and jute are also grown over here. And basically the most important thing that in West Bengal and in Assam there is a plantation of tea, and silk is produced through the cultivation of silkworm in parts of Bihar and Assam. See, so many crops are grown in different parts of the states that is under this basin. Crops are grown on terrace in the mountain and hilly area. Means you can say that the people who lives in the mountain and hilly areas, they grow their crops on the terrace of the mountains and the hills. As why it is so? Because the plain area is not over there. That is why they grow their crops on the terrace. Okay, now the next is flora and fauna of the basin. Means flora means vegetation and fauna means wildlife. Okay, first we will talk about the vegetation, or you can say flora. Okay, the vegetation covers of the area varies according to the types of landform. Means whether the area is plain area or it is the mountain area or a hilly area. The vegetation depends upon that thing. In the plain area, the tropical deciduous trees grow over there along with teak, sal and peepal. So three trees name is over there, and all three trees are deciduous trees that is found in the plain area of this basin. Thick bamboo groves are common in the Brahmaputra plain area. In the part of Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, coniferous trees are found. For example, like pine, deodar and fir. You can find over there. Why we find these types of trees in these area, limited area? Because the climate is cool and the slopes are steep. That is why you will find these trees. Now the wildlife of this basin. Elephant, tiger, deer, monkey, they are the common wildlife you can find over there. One-horned rhinoceros is found in the Brahmaputra plain. In the delta area, the most famous Bengal tiger, crocodile, alligators are found. And the most popular varieties of the fish are rohu, katla and hilsa are also found in these rivers. That is why fish and rice is the staple diet of the people who are living in the area. Okay, now the next topic is about the towns and the cities that are developed near these rivers of Ganga and Brahmaputra. The cities of, see, so many cities are over there. The cities of Allahabad, Kanpur, Varanasi, Lucknow, Patna and Kolkata, all with the population of more than 10 lakhs, are located along the river Ganga. Sometimes it's a positive point that such a large towns and cities has been developed along these rivers, but sometimes some negative points are also over there. So one of the negative point is front of you, that the waste water from these towns and the industries is discharged into the rivers of Ganga and some other rivers of tributaries of Ganga, which pollute the rivers. Okay, now what is the situation of transportation in this basin? All the four means of transport are well developed in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. The most important point is this. In the plain area, basically, the roadways and the railways transport the people from one place to the another. If I talk about the water wave, the third, the water waves is an effective means of transport, particular along the river. One of the example I have given you that Kolkata is one of the famous important port over there, the river Hooghly. Next, the fourth means of transport, the plain area also have a long number of airports. Okay, the last topic is tourism centers in basin. Basically, the tourism is another activity of this basin, and some of the important places where they visit are Taj Mahal, that is along the banks of the river Yamuna, that is in Agra. Second, Buddhist stupa, that is found in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Next, Kanjiranga and Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, that is situated in Assam. Arunachal Pradesh is also a place for the tourism, that is with a distinct tribal culture you will found over there. So all these places are worth a visit. So these places act like a place for the tourism. Okay student, this is all for today. Have a nice day.